Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Missouri's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game.
Off he goes. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Missouri! A great catch and run for 6.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking for a productive play on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Now rolling to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The hand to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run play action, moving away from pressure, trying to make magic on the scramble. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They'll put the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner will be dragged down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Using the quick game. The expressway is wide open. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Meadows. Oh, look out! The 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Off the play fake. Going over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's going to bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Have a day. We're in the 1st quarter, and already he's over 100 yards receiving.
This is ridiculous. Obviously, this coaching staff.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
What can't you say about how dominant this guy has been each and every week? He's making a case for the Heisman Trophy. He's making a case for every major college football award. He's making a case to be the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed, and the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off play action. He's going up top. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
He's got his man, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won.
Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Swings it out to the flat. Crosses the 30, he's got away. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense going forward.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Missouri gets to the line quickly. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they got him for the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He'll try to feel the button, see if he can give his offense better field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
The run to the right. Open space at the 25. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. To the ground with the back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he'll put it in inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll try the run. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And the Tigers are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Missouri wants to go fast. Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looking to move it through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They're trying to get to it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Fires downfield. Finds a man by himself. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Lets it fly. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, men. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
And the returner will be knocked down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Wide out in motion. Now he's looking to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Georgia sends out the punt team. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the signal under the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes the offense on second down. Quick release by the QB. Still on his feet at the 45. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And this defense is smelling blood. Like they know they got him right where they want him. Got him in a 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
What a terrible, terrible shame. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer at the back end and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella and tight end.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him wide open. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long. And the
touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when it gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Here's the handoff. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Looking to throw on second down. A little release to the back. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. They go to the ground. On the move at the 30. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Reads it, fires complete.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4.
Georgia 45, Missouri 17.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Still on his feet at the 40. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Quick pass on the fly motion. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll leave it with him. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Toppin. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Power football with the run. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting first and 20. The give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. He now has 110 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. This offense has a second down play. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the route is on. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Back to pass, it's Toppin. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. He's going to pass on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Fires to the right. He's got it.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught how to inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Line gets set, first down. They want that clock to run. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense getting set for first down. Running to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Moves. Trying play action. Quarterback moving. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf, it'll be third down. Looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Dogs! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring and the defense better do something about it.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Let's go. Now the play fake. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. Ball in the air, intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
To throw, it's Toppin. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20, getting some heat. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. So Missouri will have to punt it away.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy with.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's caught. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Back to throw, it's Toppin. He wants a big play here late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.